salaries.
Yeah, so when
The man them
repeat that.
when they were doing the realignment of salaries in the private sector, and them did readjust everybody's salary. Them did tricky teachers them, cause them force the teachers them to take 20%, and the other public sector workers, and then after that them take 300%. But what hurt me the most is that I was a vice principal, and the man they have a meeting after that, and the man them go at the meeting and go say the vice principals were a casualty of war because we did not come out good in the renegotiation. So vice principals were not given the type of increase like what principals get and even the junior teachers who were coming into the system. Now my boss, when me look on him, I say, why? I couldn't stay in a system like this because you know I'm gonna benefit me. I have a youth that go to university, I have two youth that go to high school. I have to do something.
So
Never want to leave my country.
where
I
you
really never want to leave my
your
country.
youth them there in Jamaica same way?
One of my youth, they're university at the West Indies, but I carry my
So
daughters them with me.
so him are the first to go university?
Person of the family. So that is why I wanted the
Oh
PNP to
my
win because I would have
God.
benefited. My youth would have did benefit from the program that the PNP was going to bring on stream. You understand? And not only that, when I look at the corruption that was taking place in the country while I was there, I said to myself, I said, Jaja, the common Jamaican persons don't understand what corruption does to them in the country that we live. For every dollar that a government minister misappropriate, it stops us from having the use of a hospital bed or from a child in the school having a school the facilities to use in a school. So you see, Bolo, let me tell you something. You know what me think happen in the country? You know what me think happen in the country? There's a section of the country that is so lacking of knowledge that they are easily swayed. So when they when them man a spit out the garbage, them just pick it up. And there's a difference between indoctrination and education. Education, you use facts to teach the people.
Right.
Indoctrination, indoctrination is when you force your principles upon the people.
Yes.
This leader is a dictator and he's indoctrinating his followers. So regardless of what he said to them, brother, them are
Yes.
gonna follow him to the bitter end.
Mm-hmm.
And then when a man is a criminal, he gonna do every single thing in him power to reign and hold on to power. Which means that he go thief to do it too. He go kill to do it too. Now look what the man them do leading up to the election. A whole heap of man dead off in our country. If them did so have crime under control, why them man did never dead 3, 4, 5 years ago? Just think about it.
Talk true.
9 years in a power.
Yeah.
9 years in a power. Use a state of emergency. And then few months before the election, all of a sudden he come up with this grand plan. And the grand plan was to kill some people, to minimize the crime in the country. So he can get a good PR to go run the election. And then think about the election leading up to the election. The only thing they have they happen is crime is down, crime is down. What happened to the 9 years before that?
Oh, you want to talk
What
about the police?
happened?
You talk about the police
Yeah,
analyzing them. Okay.
yeah. You understand me? I say, I mean, look on him and say, yo, the man, you see, a dictator, that is a dictator, you know. A dictator will do everything just to create what is called a facade to make people believe that everything is okay. The Rivers use $1.4 billion to buy a bus. You see them put up and sitting on social media now saying say the bus will roll out in the next 3 years. No, brother. The man they on radio 3 weeks, 2 weeks ago they tell we said the bus them a roll out the 3rd of September.
So hold
Them a
on.
come
You're
in by
serious? 3 years.
yeah, yeah.
One by one,
So
they'll be going to jail.
So me I said to myself, no, say, that the JLP vote for deception. And me saying the scripture, The scripture I want deep scripture, brother.
Yeah, man, and that's why I'm calling about, man. Come here, say, oh, you have to talk to your people.
It's a deep scripture the lack of knowledge will lead you astray, brother. No, me and tell us the PNP are the best party ever, Everybody make an error. But for
Ah,
9 years, them man have we under bandage in the
yes,
country.
yes.
People can't buy food. And then them here with the prime minister do. And people now look on this. The man put all of the agencies them in an office where he want to use to enrich himself. And
Talk the truth, no
also
man. Talk the
to,
truth, no man.
to control the power dynamics in the country. He take the ombudsman and put in an office. He take the EOJ and put in an office. What was the purpose of that? See what happened on Wednesday? So anarchy could have unleashed on the people in the country on Wednesday. So he literally control all the power points them in the country, brother.
Hey, my
You
boss,
understand?
it's
No,
like it's like a it's like a on a table of play cards, and the man have sorry, oh that me have fever, and the man have all 62 card them, or whatever card in a
yeah,
card pack, he have them on
yeah,
field side already.
yes. So damn if you do, damn if you don't. You understand me? I say now the PNP. When me look, yo, a one winner come out of this like you ever hear say you win how you go? You win the fight, but you don't win the or you win
You
the
win the
war, but
battle, but you don't win the war.
you don't win the war. Well, the PNP win the battle, but they don't win the war. Because look at it. PNP going on the election with 14 seats and people now look on this dynamics. What do you call a swing election? Because let me reason this thing out. Now, in any normal electoral process, a swing is when most of the seats move from one party to the other. Not true? Now, look at this
Yes,
election.
yes.
The JLP did not pick up one of the 14 seats that the PNP have. Not one. But yet, the PNP was able to pick up to election night 15 seats. See? And then now, look at what happened on election day. Andrew locked down polling station, his wife go lock down polling station. You hear say Boxer take away up a St. Mary. You hear all kind of things. Now, why mustn't we believe that at them through you see that 1 p.m. when put on his shirt when he did a running at the campaign, I'm telling you what 1 p.m. mean. When you fight war, you're talking a code. The 1 p.m. was if this now go right at 1 p.m., thieving time come. So me read into that. Because in the same time frame, all of the chaos start in our country. You understand? And then it
Me, me
come to a
understand.
head now. It
Mm.
come to a head now in the night when them account the votes. Like going. And then just go pure mayhem. You understand me? I say, now them are trying to undo the foolishness that they do. But it cannot be undone so easy. Especially in the Prime Minister constituency. I'm going to tell you this number. You see, if the PNP take up any one of them cases and find out, say, Hanky Panky go on,
Mm.
the general election will be thrown into a tailspin. So the PNP challenge the result in the Prime Minister constituency, then carry go a court.
Yeah.
And when they find out, then she said more ballots are in the box than voters in the constituency. That is grounds on which they can use to disqualify the election
Of
in a
course.
year right now.
Of course.
Now, can you imagine,
I want people to go over to Mystic Sensation because these are the type of conversations the man have and I show and say, yo, no, 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 on yourself, man. This thing is not over. Not by a long shot. Continue, my boss.
brother? May I watch one next breakdown? Central Kingston was called on election night, and then say, my brother win by 12 votes. Now, if you have a recount, yes, the election could have swing either way. But normally in an election, go 80 votes over, because that are literally now almost 2 boxes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
On the night, when all them come up with that, is that them call the numbers and then they submit the numbers on the election day, and then they use that as the tally to determine who win the seat. But then now they're gonna have a final count where things can change. But on the night when then submit the numbers, like out of the blue, then find two more boxes. I don't understand. Who did I run that the election now that the year of the how two more boxes appear? You have, I think they have almost 78. They have 80 polling divisions in the constituency. And out of the blue, two more boxes turn up. So, brother, too much hanky panky, too
Yeah,
much
and
hanky panky
it
in
has
the
been
election.
it has been the MO of this administration, you know. It has been the MO of
Yes,
this administration. Appear hanky panky, appear things that just don't look right. You don't see anything clean. It's just there's always some dirty little thing happening around this government and
brother.
this administration. Is it
Hold on,
true?
listen to me, Bolo.
Sorry.
Me as a senior man in the education system.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what the man them doing. I mean, I said to myself, say, but you know, so the man in a rate the public sector.
No.
Because if you can take 300% and tell me, say, me I did casualty award, next, listen this now, the man said next negotiation period, they will do something for we. See, next negotiation period come here, and you see when they offer we
$0 in
0%.
the first year.
You,
Zero
you see
percent
what
in
I
the
try to
first
tell you,
year.
brother?
No, you
So
see,
me feel
point, you know,
vindicated
bro.
when we should.
At this point, you know, the people them have to take sleep mark that, you know. The people
Brother,
of
listen,
Jamaica have to take sleep mark that. And that's the thing
all of
there.
your things, say,
Mm,
me I listen, me I add up some money, you know. So this whole thing, I me I add up some money, you know. Yo, me I me give you one figure, and you can do you look like you're a man will do research. You can do your research.
yeah,
When you look at all the corruption we go on, Zin,
yeah.
me can tell you this. In the last 10 years, the man them misappropriate or thief more than $10 trillion out of Jamaica. Just go
What?
back. Add up all the money them. Add up all the money them. ten
Yeah.
trillion dollars. The man them rob up in the country.
It wouldn't
And
surprise me.
that,
It wouldn't
and
surprise
that
me.
is the government. Remember, $3 trillion misappropriated where Auditor General talk about, you know.
Mm,
But there are many more money where would are missing
yeah.
during the period, you know, brother. And if you add up everything, brother, if you add up everything, over 10 trillion dollars, you know, brother. You know
Yeah.
what that could have do for every Jamaican in the country?
Man, them a
I mean,
chop
here Labour
hard,
right
brother.
to talk about. I mean, here Labour right to talk about best prime minister. Not then say PJ are the thief, and then say Eddie are the whatever. But none of them
They
the man
can't
there.
prove a
None of
PG
this
thief,
what
you
this
know.
man a do,
They can't one Queen Bee.
brother.
They can't prove a PG thief, you know. They don't have no evidence that PG a thief. Me not say my thief, you know, but they can't prove say my thief because PG statutory declaration was certified every year when there wasn't a need for it. There was no integrity commission, and the man thing certified every year and published in a gazette. So what you say?
Never show,
Andrew Onis
never show
can't
you about.
certify for 4 years now. Montague with the police car them. Eh? And him going back in a parliament.
Yeah,
Figure
man.
what? Figure deal with the tax dollars them
Yeah.
again. And next fax in the
Yes.
house.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something,
Yes.
man. Uno I go
Yes.
feel it. All I want to labor right to say, hey, me know say when I go feel it special. I only see him when I go rise
Yo,
up. I only see him when I go rise up against Andrew Onis. Uno labor
Bolo.
right at the same one I go rise up against Andrew Onis. Mark my
Some of them are
words.
gonna.
That are my
Some of
words.
them are gonna rise
Mark
up.
my words.
Some,
I only see
some of
one
them are gonna
I
rise
go
up.
rise up against Andrew Onis. Because we're not gonna realize when it's too late what we were saying all along. Watch what I go on. Just watch what I go
Bolo.
on. Mm.
Some of them are gonna rise up. Some of them are gonna rise up. Some are gonna always stick with him. In
Brother,
a Germany, you know,
you go see man.
Hitler, Hitler did have him people them who believe in him. But some of the man them inside they see the wickedness of him a do and eventually turn against
Hold
him
on to
why
me,
he was
General.
destroyed.
Member, I don't know
And
if you know about Andrew Onis. Um, report card or whatever they want to call it when they did their school. You hear what I'm saying?
yeah,
Just
man, when I say
release. Him
Yes,
being
one I
assassinated
whatever
by
was
one of his
mm,
many enemies.
combatant. Yes,
Him
yes.
says so and me
It,
said so. Alright.
yes,
So
yes.
you can't stay
No,
there.
let me say something to you. And
Mm-hmm.
you see, boy, them man, them, you see the people who run behind this man blindly,
Yeah.
them a go feel if it's true. I not joke,
I'm
yeah,
not
that.
joke.
Them a feel it.
I'm not joke. Me
No,
serious.
just imagine. Look how cruel the man them be. Look how cruel the
You
man
know
them
I
be.
burn something?
In in a man to go be.
Sound like somebody I burn paper. Are you?
In a,
You know
ma-
easy on man. Mm.
in a man to go be. Seeing the man them up a one place near Rosa. So people in no water, you know, from
Yes.
much year now, people in no
20
water.
minutes fun.
And the week of election, the man then turn on water and the people them here and the people then get water for the first time for a long time. You know.
Mm.
You see, as election done, water gone.
Bolo, Daryl Voss, school bus system will roll out by 3 years time.
You see what we are talking about? Me just tell you that. Me just tell you that. You see what we are trying to. And these are the people them when the man them a follow blindly. Deception to the core. This all right, let me show you about you much IJLP them here run out since the Andrew Hollins the back come up with DC. You listening here, you see none of Iraqi run out and a diffuse this you hear them a kick back on none of the information we get out. You hear none of them a lick back, you hear nobody come out and I say nothing with all of the social media people them attack. You hear nobody a come out and say nothing happen, everything okay,
Who
and
you talk about on the Liberated
nobody
side?
not yes, yes. You hear none of them a come
They
out and say
talk,
nothing.
brother, they can't talk, brother, they shame.
Because they
They
find
want
they
they want
see
if it die
so the
down.
numbers. Yes, he said the numbers not add up.
They want if
And
it die down.
if this thing of let me tell you what them a do. Them a try to fix it.
Thank you,
I
Sliman.
fix them a try to fix it. I fix them a try to fix it about it. But I don't know if them a okay and fix it because they chose some number already and you out in this me don't know how them go explain that. You understand me I say? But brother, we in a rough ride. The only good thing that come out of this is that the parliament is more
No man,
balanced
this man
now.
them a boss. One talk. That's what fixed it.
So a lot of questions are now going to be asked of them. And I hope so them can answer the questions them when the questions them are asked. Expect the opposition to be more robust. Me expect the opposition to answer tough questions. Me anticipate Parliament coming back into session because the last thing they do was shut down the Parliament when the reports were supposed to be read. So I want to see who are the other eight thieves in the Parliament who enrich themselves. And then now, me I go see how we proceed from this. October the 13th or the 14th, when you go back and forth, that is going to be an interesting period in the whole debacle. The selection of the DPP is also going to be a whole. Just watch what going on. Look if the DPP now become a Miss Prince. Look if a Miss Prince are going to be DPP. And if Miss Prince become DPP, it simply means that he might put in pieces in place to take himself out of predicament. He put Dennis Chung. Now I'm gonna make Miss Prince go in so she can not make him get prosecuted. Right? No, the only chance we have is if she not going as DPP. Because if she not going as DPP, then me feel like we will get justice if the other DPP them come on stream and do what they're supposed to do. You understand? Once the kids point in a particular direction. But my boss, me don't know. Me don't know. We in for a rough ride. We in for a rough ride. We in for a really, really, really rough ride. And if Jamaicans who voted for the JLP think that winning the election, mean say everything is going to be all right, they are going to be surprised.
Yeah, man.
Very surprised.
Definitely my boss.
Them Yeah, man. But I that still know my little piece that my boss.
Appreciate that.
Nice people still and thing. Yeah. Mm. You know, and guidance.
Up top. So, ladies and gentlemen, wanna hear from a farmer. Sorry. That was a teacher. or vice principal in our education system here in Jamaica that moved away moved away to greener pastures, ladies and gentlemen.